I filed for a divorce with my husband without hysteria and quarrels. Everything was calm and without tears. Because the desire to divorce was mutually. We just licked each other and there were no more reasons. But we remained friends. They just went free swimming. Now the husband started a new family. I was glad for him. I was not at all lucky with men, but I did not despair. There was still time to find your love and form a family. But here I met Anton. My whole life turned upside down. He pleased me every day with words and gifts. We went for a walk in the park, to the cinema. Everything was very romantic. I was sure that I met that very. At the moment, I understand that due to love, my brain was blurred. One morning he called me, said that he had an accident, and he urgently needed money. Without hesitation, I threw all the money from the card. And after that he disappeared. A couple of days later I called him back, but no one answered. And a week later, he called me back and said that until that moment he was lying in the hospital, and could not answer. He also said that he was very grateful to me. And I believed him like a naive fool. After that, our relationship received a second wind. At night I was called to work in a veterinary clinic. I said about it to my husband and left. An hour later she called him, and said that before 6 in the morning, did not wait for me. He raised my mood for me. He replied that he did not need to work today and he would get out in the apartment. When I came home, the door was open. They took out a TV, tablet, gold, computer, laptop from the apartment. All valuable things. I was shocked. Anton robbed me. I immediately called him. He began to clarify what had happened. He was in debt, but he said everything would return to a penny. For almost a week I could not move away from the shock. He deceived me again. He just used me. I slept with me to then steal all the values. Time has passed, but I still do not believe men. Even after 2 years of life after this story. Am I really so naive? After all, it was possible to determine by his behavior that he is a miserable thief and a fraudster. There were still injured from his fraud in court. It turned out that he was also married. After this, can you trust someone else? There is no answer to this question for me. I will not build relationships on trust. I just broke morally. I was in despair. Children still wanted a family. But how to overpower your fears? This is how I had a story of broken love.